Hey guys, it's the Supreme Swordsman here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Magi Chapter 2, and it was a pretty good chapter. I'm starting to like this series more, and we get to introduce to a new character, so that was pretty cool. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Pretty much where we leave off, Aladdin is in this carriage, looks like, and he's on his way to the next village, and as he's going to his village, um, he's talking to this driver, and the driver's name is Alibaba, and it seems that the driver is driving this kind of rich guy and his wine that he is transporting. And it's kind of funny because Alibaba's hungry. I mean, not Alibaba. Aladdin's hungry, and he tries to get food from the rich guy, Apple. And Alibaba, being the driver and kind of the bodyguard a little bit, I guess too, is kind of like, hey, leave his food alone, leave him alone. You're poor, leave him alone unless you don't have money. And he makes this really funny joke about how, hey, if you're a guy, how come you have boobs? And he started laughing. Alibaba got mad about that, and so did the rich guy. And but then a little bit later on, you get to get a little bit more depth of this world and see a little bit more about what's going on. You get to learn about these things called dungeons, which pretty much they grew up out of nowhere from what it seems. I bet we'll learn more about that later maybe. But apparently in these dungeons there's a lot of treasure and a lot of like very valuable items. And as Alibaba is this poor guy who can't really make any money, he wants to be the guy to find all this treasure. So his goal really is to find all the treasure he can and be famous. Be rich. And I think that's a pretty cool goal. It's I hope he gets more to it than just wanting to be rich. Over time I bet more will come up. But just that alone was pretty cool. And then pretty much what happens is that there's another little family, a girl and her mom also on this carriage, and it seems like this weird plant type of thing starts attacking them from the sand. I don't know exactly what it was, but pretty much what happened is the girl fell into like this little like kind of like the sand hole where she was about to get eaten pretty much by this little beast, and the rich guy had a chance to save her, but instead of saving her, he saved his wine, and he was just like, no, let the little girl die. If you love your daughter so much, then you can just have some with me. And that was like the rudest thing you could say. And Alibaba kind of like got fed up with it and punched him. And that's where I gained a little bit of respect for him, because in the beginning I thought, okay, this guy, I don't like him too much so far. He was kind of being stuck up to the rich guy, and it seems like all he really wanted was money. But after he did that, I kind of gained a little bit of respect for him. So I thought that was pretty cool that he did that. Eventually, he did save her. Aladdin tried to help, but he couldn't because like sand was in his flute, so he couldn't really do much. He did actually eventually throw all the wine into there to help save him, and that was pretty cool because the rich guy pretty much deserved that. He was kind of an asshole, and he lost all his wine, and it was pretty cool. So and at the end of the chapter, it seems that Alibaba's gonna have to pay him back, I guess, for all the wine. You don't really know, but they're saying like, thank you for saving, that little girl, and all that. And the chapter ends pretty closely after that. Actually, the last part you see is Aladdin finally gets his flute to open, and you see the arms come out, and everyone's like, oh, what is that? But so that's pretty much where I left off. I thought this was a very good, intro for Alibaba. You get to find out his goal, what he wants to do, and actually in just that small episode, you could see a little bit of character development in that this one episode of how he was just like, I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. I'm not gonna let you bully him. I'm not gonna let I'm not gonna let this girl die. I'm gonna stand up for myself and for these people. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I definitely gained respect for Alibaba. If I'm saying his name wrong, I'm sorry, but that's just how it looks. I'll get better with names and stuff like that as I go on in the series. But so far, I'm liking Magi. It's a pretty cool series. Only 2 chapters in. I'm gonna be trying to read it more often lately. Now, and that's all I really have today, guys. It's the Supreme Swordsman. Hope you enjoy this manga, and that's it.